How's it going, everyone? Kelsey and I came out to get a load of firewood. We just dropped the kids off at a birthday party, so they get to go have some fun with their cousins. It's our niece's birthday today. What is she, 11? 10, 11?
11, I think.
12 maybe? I don't know.
She's the same age as our daughter, but I think she's a little bit younger.
She's growing.
I think she just turned 12. I think she's 12.
But yeah, we dropped them off. We got a big fir tree over here. I'm gonna fall. I hope you guys enjoyed that video of the Dremel tool and the filing video that I had just uploaded. So anyway, we're gonna get busy and get fueled up, get my stuff together, and I'm gonna go up here and drop this tree. Wear your hard hats and your saw straps. I know I haven't been wearing my saw straps as much.
Want your other glasses?
No. So yeah, this weed eater takes a lot of fuel.
Just a gas guzzling weed eater.
Well, I'm gonna finish getting fueled up, fill up Kelsey's saw, and then head over there and fall that tree. We'll bring you back when I'm on the stone. It happens. Let's see here. Hope all you folks that went to Paul Bunyan are having a good time. I wish Kelsey and I could have made it, but just didn't have the time, free time, being it's hunting season, and didn't have the funds. You know, we would have liked to fly to Pittsburgh, and that's what we had thought about doing, is flying to Pittsburgh and getting a rental and driving to Cambridge. That's how you flip your chain back on. I want to show you guys something before I get busy. This is why fallen trees, especially dead ones, it's so dangerous. When you run out from a stump, you do not run straight off your stump. You cut out at a 45-degree angle. That's the top of the tree. Right there, snapped off, flung back. I've seen them hit that stump before. What I mean, don't run straight off your stump. Don't run out that way. Don't run out 90. You want to run out at a 45. Get out. What I did is, well, you guys seen in the video, I went out at a 45. You're more likely to get smacked by something flinging back that way or out to the side. But if you get further away at a 45, it's better. Anyhow, I'm gonna get the trucks backed up here and we'll get cleaning this up. Well, Kelsey's gonna get the log chain out, and we're gonna buck this tree in some shorter sections, make it easier to pull out, and get it pulled out on the road. That way we leave the mess over the bank and we have a better working spot. So we'll get this hooked up and get pulling with it. Right there, you seen me bring my tip of my bar back and forth. Now, when you get the feel of your saw, you can feel it bust through the other side. You bring the tip of the bar down a little bit in the wood, that way you're kind of plunge cutting out the other side, and you'll feel it break through. And that's good to get to know your saw like that. That way you're not hitting the dirt as much, especially on bigger logs. You can feel it bust through the other side. So practice working on stuff like that and get the feel for your saw, you know, different RPMs and just all around knowing where the tip of your bar is at. I run 28-inch and 32-inch bars. 90% of the time I run a 32 anymore. The smaller saws, we have 28-inch bars for them, like the 266 and Kelsey saw. I loved running that lightweight bar, especially when I was tree lengthening. But yeah, get to know the feel of your saw. It'll help out big time. So I'm gonna buck it probably 2 more times, and I'll whip out 2 sections here real quick, and then we'll go from there and see how much more we need.
Yeah, knife and pine cones falling out of the sky.
We're gonna get this buzzed up through on this truck, and then pull out another section. That way I got a little bit of weight. I tried tugging on it a little bit, but it just started spinning the tires, and I don't want to tear the heck out of the ground. So we're gonna get busy cutting this up and get on the truck. splitting yesterday really loosened my back up. It was pretty bad the day before. And I noticed that when I don't go cutting firewood, I'm not doing nothing with my back. I move it just right and it tweaks pretty good. But splitting firewood stretched it out. I felt a lot better. I slept a little better last night too. So if you see me talking with Kels when we're running saws, I'm trying to get her to get the feel for the tip of her bar and get to know her saw a lot better. You know, like I explained to her, anyone can run up and grab a saw and hammer on the trigger, but getting to know your saw, getting to know the length of your bar and stuff is key, and it helps not destroy chains and stuff like that. Just good to get a good feel for your saw. So I try to explain what it feels like when the tip busts through the other side when she's cutting. But we all know how female spouses are.
You're getting awfully lippy.
They get a bit ornery and they know everything.
No, I figure it out.
I just don't like to listen.
Oh.
No, she does good running saw. It's just like I said, trying to get her to get used to the tip of her bar. That way she's not.
This is mine. Go find another one. Get out of here. Left the log for me. Crap. I think it's hard because he's been running saw for so long, and so he knows exactly what he's talking about. And I'm like, okay, here we go. So, kind of like a language barrier, I would say. He speaks saw and I don't quite yet.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it'll all come with time on the saw and stuff. So like I said, any old average Joe can grab a saw and hit the throttle on it. I have some family members that they've been running saw their whole life, and they tear up more saw chain than, yeah. It's funny, I will say that. You know, and there's people who taught me how to run a saw, but yeah, they go through so many saw chain, and they don't like to hear your advice because they're older, and oh well, keep buying expensive chain, I guess. We're gonna get some weight on the truck, pull this piece out, and go from there.
This was much easier split than yesterday.
Oh yeah, yesterday, like I shut the camera off because it was.
That was a very frustrating time, especially after the mall broke, and I don't know what it is. Even we have those are two of the same handles, ain't they?
What's that?
The handles in the malls, because we've busted two now.
Oh, we busted them a few times. It's just the kids using them and overstriking and hitting they just crack. And they get, you know, each time you overstrike and hit the metal wedge, it fractures the wood. It happens. Need to invest in a couple Fiskars mauls next, because like I said, our daughter, she loves, especially when we're in big trees, she likes to run the metal wedge. I think it makes her feel accomplished because she gets through a big block quicker than her brothers do, and her brothers are over there hacking away. And when I was up cutting yesterday and these guys are down splitting, I noticed what the oldest boy does. He likes to fiddle around with his axe and stuff if dad's not there to tell him, come on, you ain't gonna get that split if you're just standing there. The little boy, he'll go to town, but
He was swinging off yesterday. They all were. I think that's how you can tell we were all done with it. Because we're like, man,
Yeah,
when it's one wedge for four people to get work done, that can be kind of like, okay, we're waiting for,
yeah, it was tougher wood, and it gets discouraging when you have got a block forever and you can't get through it. And so I ended up having to split all the pieces down. Kels helped split them once I got them into halves and stuff, but it actually done my back good. We was both a bit worried about overdoing it with my back, but by the time we got home, I was figuring my back would have stiffened up last night, but no, it felt good.
Well, and normally with the bigger blocks, you leave them for a while, and as we all know, then they really pop and crackle and they ain't as stringy. But we cut that tree all 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't want him falling because he couldn't. I mean, he could move, but I didn't want to not being able to run and really hurt his back or fall in a tree. So give and take, I guess. I'd rather have him be safe and sound and have some extra work than having him on the ground and no work. So.
But the back feels a lot better today. Thank goodness for a little bit of hard work.
Man, I know my rib cage was feeling it this morning. It's been, 2 weeks since I've been out?
Yeah.
At least 2.
Well, even then, I was having a bunch already cut and split, and all we had to do is come up and load it up.
Some truck breakdowns are what kick your butt for sure.
Yeah, not staying active.
I mean, we're active people, but when you don't work them certain muscles that you need to cut wood and everything else, it can feel pretty rough the next day. Yep. Sure can. Thank you.
Got it.
I think so.
All right, we're gonna get this on the Toyota and then pull this other piece out. Again, took a little bit longer than normally does, but this ground is so dry. Trying to pull it out, I just kept spinning out, and finally got enough wood on the truck and was able to pull it up a bit and get it out of the bottom there. But got loaded. It's good splitting stuff. It split a lot easier than yesterday, that's for sure.
It was like splitting through butter compared to yesterday's mess. So
yeah, and we solved the mystery of Kelsey cutting on an angle. She was letting the saw fall through the log, but she was letting her left hand just kind of sit there on the saw. Well, the weight of the power head was causing her bar to twist. So we got her holding on to the corner now. That way she can control the weight of the power head a little bit better, and she's nailing it. Did pretty good.
After many days of yelling. Just kidding.
Glad we got that out of the way and figured out what was going on.
I think that's the hard thing is, like I said, he's a saw. He knows what, you know, every in and out, and I'm just like, it's doing that. So it's kind of...
Every time I'd walk over, I'm like, Kels, why are you cutting on an angle? She goes, I don't know. I start out straight up and down, and, you know, even went as far as having her set the power head on the log and dragging it straight back. Well, me explaining to her to let the saw do the work and pull through the log, she wasn't really holding on with her left hand. She was just kind of resting it there, and it was causing it to cut on an angle. So glad we got that figured out. Yeah. And yeah, when stuff like that happens, it makes it miserable for the cutter too. You know, you're fighting it, and then when you go to roll the log over and come up on your cut, you're always off a little bit. And
I think the frustration was, you know, he's like trying to get me to explain what's wrong. I can't explain what I'm doing, and it's that miscommunication too. And that really causes a lot of tension because, you know, he's just like, I could simply fix it if I knew what you were talking about. And I'm like, well,
yeah,
you know, that's the hard part. So language barrier we're trying to work through, but overall we're ready to go pick up kids, and we're going to have a movie date night since we have no kids tonight. So get some takeout and go home.
The blonde hair probably doesn't have anything to do with it, but... Alright, we wish you folks good health and happiness as always.
Body slam!
Like Kel said, we're gonna go. Kids are going with their Nana to help her out, move some stuff around her house. So after kids head over the hill, we're gonna go get taco truck and watch some Yellowstone.
We gotta catch up. Season 5's coming out next month. Next month. If
you guys watch Yellowstone, let us know what you like about it.
Yeah.
If you don't know what Yellowstone is, it's on Paramount. It's got Kevin Costner and stuff. It's kind of a reality, old Western series. Well, it's modern day Western, but very good. It's one of our favorite shows.
It was one of the first shows we watched together.
Yeah.
And, like, we really got into it. We've been together since every season came out, so we've been watching them like crazy.
Yep. That's our lifestyle. That's how we grew up. So that's a good bond we have. Anyway, see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.